Summer break, idle schools, and what some could fear would be idle minds.
Research shows overwhelmingly that uh, kids do lose learning over the summer, and the summer slide is real.
For students, summer break is a welcomed respite from structured time, but according to the National Summer Learning Association, students can lose 2 months of math skills, and low income students can lose 2 months in reading, creating the question for parents, what can I do to help? And the question for students, what does this mean about my break?
As parents, your best case scenario, if you do nothing, is maybe they'll make little to no growth.
With over 2 months of free time, how much should the focus still be on academics?
I think that there are high expectations, which is good. I mean, I think it's good for kids to have high expectations, although I think sometimes the same kids can be convinced that parents just want them to perform well at school, but it might not necessarily be at their advantage in terms of growing up and maturing emotionally and socially.
Newton Public Schools are looking pretty empty right now. But with regular classes out of session, keeping your kids engaged and maybe learning something new this summer doesn't necessarily mean it has to happen behind a table.
Best thing you could do is pick up on their interests, their affinities, their hobbies, their passions, and find a way to tap into that.
Emerging Minds is one resource available to parents who want to keep their kids engaged during the summer. Emerging Minds focuses on executive functioning skills, which means finding tangible ways that kids apply what they know, resulting in some creative ways to keep kids thinking during the summer.
Taking something that's going to be fun for them, such as going to a baseball game, adding some math in it. Let's look at the statistics of the game. Let's look at the probability. Let's collect data and then go home and make a bar graph. And, oh, I noticed that the most base hits were made in the third inning. Well, what does that mean? Why might that be? Drawing some conclusions.
Newton Community Education offers a similar approach to using kids' interest to learn by offering classes like cartooning, public speaking, and even Lego engineering.
Many parents love our programs because, going back to the cartooning example, maybe they have a scribbler at home and they think, oh, this will be cool, and then the kid is doing amazing cartoon work. To the extent that it helps a kid in school, I mean, my personal belief as a parent of musicians who did well in school is that the more we give our kids these extracurricular arts things, the more they discover their passions, the better they do in school.
Parents, while classes are finished here at Newton North, Newton Community Education is in session. So you've heard it, whether it's the art behind the lemonade stand sign or the math behind running it, there are lots of ways of keeping your kids engaged and learning this summer, maybe without them even knowing it. So reporting for Newton News, I'm Ashley Davis.